restore, be bold, breathe, let's go. Everyone, repeat these words after me there. Here we go. Restore, be bold, breathe, let's 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 go. Greetings. My name is Brother John, and on behalf of the Mid-Continent Public Library System, I want to welcome you to the interactive program, Happy Kwanzaa, where we're going to explore a little bit of the basics of what this holiday is, Kwanzaa. Now, there are many different ways that we can greet each other. There's many different languages and cultures, and it's all about the unity. Hola, bonjour, kwahare, shalom, assalamu alaikum. Well, today, it's all about the cultures together celebrating this particular holiday. Now, what is Kwanzaa? Well, first of all, Kwanzaa, some of the fast facts. Kwanzaa was established in December 1966, created by Dr. Malona Karenga, and he was a California history professor and historian. Kwanzaa simply means first fruits in the language of Swahili. Gifts are given, mostly gifts that are made by hand, artistic, or homemade. Nothing fancy you have to go out and buy and go into debt for. But it's all about, as my mom used to say, given from the heart. There are 7 candles that are lit, just like many candles, say, for the menorah for the Jewish tradition there. However, 7 candles are lit for Kwanzaa, and the Kwanzaa colors are red, black, and green. We're going to explore a little bit what those colors mean here. Now, a lot of the top myths of Kwanzaa. Many people have a lot of myths, a lot of misconceptions about Kwanzaa. We're going to explore what those myths are there. And when I point to you the number, and if we call out a number, we're going to go into that here. Okay, we started out from number 10. Here we go. Top 10 myths about Kwanzaa or misconceptions. Here we go. Starting from number 10. Shout it with me now, and we're going to go back for some 10 to 1. Here we go. Number 10. Kwanzaa is a religious holiday. Ready? No. Kwanzaa is not a religious holiday. Many ethnic groups and many religions can actually celebrate Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa basically is a holiday that you can actually use your particular faith. Kwanzaa can actually complement your particular faith, wherever that is, or a tradition that you have there. Here we go, starting with number 10 now. Let's go to the next number. Number 9. Number 9 myth about Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is only an African holiday. No, Kwanzaa is not an African holiday, but it uses the African traditions, the indigenous African traditions that were in the motherland of Africa, and it's all about those principles, those things that make any person a good human, or any person bringing back the family, and the things that make a culture or any person strong and more acknowledged, wise, and all those great things there. Here we go. 10, 9. Next number. Count out with me there. Here we go. Number 8. Number 8 myth about Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is only for African Americans. No. Kwanzaa is for everybody there. Everyone, again, can celebrate Kwanzaa like that. Okay, number 7. Here we go. 7. Kwanzaa is a substitute for Christmas or Hanukkah or Advent. No. Again, Kwanzaa can be used to complement your particular faith base or religious experience as well. The other elements and symbols and principles can be used. Our next one, as a matter of fact, Kwanzaa is celebrated from of December 26th to January 1st. It is not a substitute for traditional holidays, and the values and principles are used to complement your particular faith base, again, we say. Here we go. Our next number, we have 10, 9, 8, 7, and number 6. Number 6, misconception or myth about Kwanzaa. Only non-religious people can celebrate Kwanzaa. No. Any person, regardless of your faith that you may have, can celebrate Kwanzaa. Actually, Kwanzaa is very non-sectarian as well, too. It's a total misconception. It's not a religious holiday. It's diverse, and major theme is unity. For Christian, Muslims, Jews, Buddhists, Sikhs, atheists, Baha'is, any faith tradition or diaspora can celebrate and appreciate the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, what we're going to get into there. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. What's our next number? Hold them up there. Number 5. The 5th top myth about Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is based on a particular political view or bias. Again, that is a myth as well. Its roots in Africa, it basically is about the first harvest. People would gather and celebrate and appreciate the fruits of labor, sharing and teaching the values within the community structure. Our next one, number 5, we have hold them up, 4. The 4th misconception or myth about Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is its values are in pagan rituals. No, that is a myth. It falls in line with ancient and historical, cultural, indigenous practices. They're still being celebrated today around the world. Here we go. Number 4, we have number 3. The 3rd misconception. Kwanzaa is celebrated by a large number of people. Well, hundreds. It's celebrated by a large number of people. Actually, Kwanzaa can be celebrated even by one person, you. Or it could be celebrated in mass gatherings as well. Like I'm going to be participating in Kansas City, Missouri in the Jazz District in the Gym Theater of December 27th there. And that particular day is called Kuji Chagalia. That means self-determination, being able to define your own self, your history, discovering yourself, discovering your history and your great family heritage that you have. At the same time as well, too, what is your goal, your destiny, your dream? And only you can write that for yourself. For you is the self-determination. And so Kwanzaa could be celebrated in a mass gathering of hundreds of people, thousands, or even by yourself. Okay. Number 2, misconception. Kwanzaa is a political movement. Wrong. It is not a political movement. It's a celebration of life and our own ethnicity and culture amongst other people as well, too. And all getting together to have a distinctive relative difference, I call it. We're so distinctly different, but yet so much alike and have in common. And the top myth, misconception or myth about Kwanzaa. Here we go. Kwanzaa is a made-up holiday. Well, Kwanzaa was created by Dr. Karenga, but it recognizes a social need and celebrates the events that can help address a lot of the social issues and ills and things that are in the world today. A lot of misunity and disunity. But it recognizes the best value and beauty in all cultures as well. There are a lot of also elements that were borrowed from many different indigenous tribes as well. Dr. Karenga had discovered, as well as many historians. And he basically just put those all together, and this is what we have today as well. So those are some of the top myths we have about Kwanzaa here. Let's get into the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. The seven principles, the Ngozo Saba. Ngozo Saba basically means seven principles. The first principle is, can you repeat this with me? Here we go. Umoja. Ready? Umoja. Umoja. In Swahili, it means unity. Unity. Umoja. Unity. We mentioned about Kujichagulia. 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 Kujichagulia simply means self-determination. You defined who you are, discover who you are, and all the greatness that you have. And you realize, hey, I may have something in common with you, and you, and you, and you, and you. However, it's discovering also and appreciating, embracing the beautiful uniqueness and value, the great value that you have, indeed. Our next one, third principle is, repeat this, say it with me here, Ujima. Ready? Ujima. 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 What is Ujima? Collective work and responsibility. Collective work and responsibility. What does that mean? Basically, I have something that I love to share, and you have something you like to share to do, and we all come together. It's a team. Well, and it's also, too, if I make a mistake, I take responsibility and say, okay, look, my bad, I did this, but what can I do to make it better? Or, in this case, I love my favorite team. You know, these guys wear red, the KC. Well, in order for them to be the best they can be, they have to work together, collectively. So that's what Ujima. Our next word here, our next principle, here we go, say it with me. Ujama. Ready? Ujama. 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 Cooperative economics. Cooperative economics. Well, cooperative means working together. What is economics? Simply money, value. Businesses actually sharing things that go that help everybody be a success. And I remember seeing a television commercial about a certain company, a restaurant there, and especially during these challenging times we've been in. And the restaurants have been kind of suffering and whatnot, and to keep them from going out of business, one company decides to say, I'm going to buy these coupons, and actually when you make an order, I'm going to give these coupons, your company coupons, and help them and pass them on to the customers as well. So with the customers buying this one product from this one company has this other company's coupons or type of value credits, whatnot, they'll go and say, hey, I got these from this other place. I want to go to your business. And so it's all about sharing, working together. There's creating value as well, helping one another in the community. All right, our next one, next principle, Nia. Can you say that? Nia. I'm sure that someone out there has the name Nia. I have a friend named Nia. Basically, that name means purpose. Purpose. What is my purpose? What do I like to do? And what can I do? What is my superpower? What is my strength? And what can I do to be able to share? This is what my job is to do. This is what I have been called to do. My purpose is right. My destination is deed. Yeah. Our next principle, say this with me. Kuumba. Ready? Kuumba. Kuumba simply means, one of my favorite ones, creativity. Creativity. It could be music. It could be dance. It could be art. It could be, actually, an automotive technician. Computers. Aha. You could be a chef. You could be a teacher. You could be all of those. Some people like to ride horses, equestrians. It goes on. Whatever your creativity is. You could be a math person here or love science. Want to be an astronaut. Creativity. How can you make that better? How can you take something with your hands and your mind and your heart, put it all together and create a work or something that not only helps you, but also helps someone else? Kuumba. And last but not least, here our last principle. Muja, Kujichagulia, Ujima, Ujama, Nia, Kuumba. And our last one is Imani. Oh, I know somebody by the name of Imani. Imani. And Imani in Swahili means faith. Faith. Not only you're doing something, but you gotta believe. You know you've got all the power you need that can do this and accomplish this. and be all the greatness that you can be. Imani there. So these are the Nguzo Saba, the seven principles of Kwanzaa, what we all celebrate. Uh, and the late great Dr. Maya Angelou had said about, she made a quote, while the first principle of Umoja, which is unity, brings us closer and harnesses our strengths, the last principle, Imani, inspires us and sustains our togetherness. Dr. Maya Angelou. Yeah. So there you have it there, from Umoja to Imani. The symbols on the table, let's explore these there. So you see all this array of different artifacts and symbols and whatnot. Each one has a certain particular importance. Now, I want to add there, a lot of Kwanzaa tables may have a little, they may vary. Some results may vary in how you arrange your table or the type of materials you have, but it has to also fit a little bit of what your what you have. And by the way, you don't need to be an economic king or queen to or have a lot of money or resources to be able to celebrate Kwanzaa there, to be able to. But you may have something that may significantly brings value to you, that's very important to you. Maybe perhaps a family heirloom, something that was in an ancestor, something that is very treasured. You can utilize that, and we're going to explore that. Because each symbol has a certain significance. Each day there is a candle that is lit. The first day, and we always start, say, from the left here, my left, and to the right there. First day of Kwanzaa there, boom, we light the candle. And the second day, this candle is lit. We've had first day, and then second day. Then start here, and then boom. And then here, boom, and then next one. And then the final candle in the middle there for the seventh day. Now, the lighting of the candles represent this particular day or principle that we'll be focusing on. Like I said, I'll be participating in a large group Kwanzaa. Hundreds of people will be there. But on that day, it will be Kuji Chagalia. So that candle will be lit, along we'll be lighting this particular candle, which will symbolize that. And notice all the candles are a certain color, red, black, and green as well. Now, the colors of the candles, red symbolizes the people of the diaspora of Africa and the world there as well. Red. The green symbolizes all the knowledge, the richness as well that goes out there. Knowledge is power, and we want green symbolizes the growth, all the wonderful great energy. You got to have it. That's enriching, and the people, black, from the motherland, the African diaspora, the cradle of civilization here. Black represents the people there as well. So we have those particular three colors there that are represented. The first one over here, let's start over here, right here, is this symbol here is called Muhindi. Can you say that with me here? Muhindi. Muhindi. Muhindi is the corn. Now, why corn? Why corn? Why do you have corn there? Frankly, I don't like it. Well, you know what? Corn, actually, in Kwanzaa, you lay the table out and fixing the table, and corn represents the children. Parents or any caregivers that you may have, or someone who loves and cares for you there, well, that person, that elder, lays out representing the amount of corn, amount of children that you have, that have there, or dependents there in your household as well. Someone that you are taking care of as well. Yeah. Or you may even someone that's an adult. You have someone that you want to represent here. This Mahindi represents the corn here, amount of the children in your household. By the way, Kwanzaa, there's always usually some folks, some of groups or individuals may choose to have a large dinner, type of in your favorite foods or anything that's laid out after the evening ceremonies, or it could wait till the last day. That depends on you. What do you want there? It's your subjective perspective, however you choose to and feel comfortable with that there. But the symbols are, this is Mahindi, the corn. The next one is the Kikumbe Cha Umoja. Kikumbe Cha Umoja. The unity cup. The unity cup, which we're going to be doing, is basically you pour the libation. And it's a spiritual blessing that is used as well. We're doing with the cup. Now, there's some that are wooden. This is more like a goblet there. There are some are many different sizes and shapes, a little bigger, some smaller. I love this one because I love the sound. We're going to have a little fun with that too. I have this little goblet there to use for my Kukumbe Cha Umoja, my unity cup. Let's go over here. There, Zawadi. Yes, Kwanzaa's a holiday, and there are gifts. There are gifts, indeed. Yes, they're called Zawadi. Can you say that with me? Zawadi. Zawadi. Zawadi simply means the gifts. And there's so many types of gifts you can give. Now, we mentioned about gifts are given artistically inspired or homemade, or something that you could say work with your hands, that you create with yourself. Now, I love music, and I know a lot of people who love music as well, too. There, a little something here. I love, and I have several friends who love some of the classic of R&B and classic and jazz and whatnot. And, know someone who loves candles. I know some folks who can actually, they make candles, yes, and they sell them. They may choose to give a gift of something they made, and that's the best gift to be able to give. Something like, wow, like my mom said, it's given from the heart. Yes, well, you created that. And also, too, you say, well, I don't know what to give. I don't know what to do. I don't really, creativity, Kumba. Yes, I remember my brother taught me a long time ago, and there's so many different YouTube videos how you can do a lot of craft ideas. But I remember this many decades ago, he taught me how to make paper Kleenex flowers. And with the help of a little a hair clip, I took the flower and make a little carnation. You can do that as well too. And give this to a special someone. I remember this when I was a child. I must have been about 5 years old. And my brother, my older brother, he was like 10, 12 years older than me. He was a little older. He was just say, a teenager. He was a big guy. And somehow my brother, he showed me how to make these paper carnations. And that's what I do. I fold it in half there. And I'm sure if you go on YouTube or some site, they may teach you how to make something even better than that there. But just a little folding, just a little tearing. I need a Kleenex and a little small type of hair clip there, or paper type of fastener or clip. I made a flower that you could have, yeah. And that could be a gift. And this could actually turn into something more like a cooperative economics. You can have a business like that. I know some folks who actually started out because it was good therapy, put them in a good place. They're now professional bead makers, or jewelry makers with beads, and they make earrings and whatnot there, yeah. And so, and actually now they have started a business. I know several people who've done that, take their craft ideals, something they like, and create a business like that. And so, yeah. So that's something you can give a gift as well too. Those are the best gifts to give. You don't have to spend a lot of money or resources, and especially today where a lot of gifts are because of the shipping and all the challenges we have, it won't come to March 1st or anything like that. There's a back order somewhere. We can't get it. Well, look around the house there somewhere, or a craft store, whatnot, or using your imagination. Gifts can be made, and how many ways you can make using a simple tissue paper. One of the last gifts I enjoy myself, and I know a lot of people enjoy, is books. Yes, yes. Like you, MCPL. The gift that keeps on giving, because we just keep on reading here. Giving the gifts and books. There are a lot of very inexpensive book outlets as well too, and ways you can get books. But giving books, there may be. I've had many situations where people had a whole ton of books and they didn't want any more. Instead of throwing them away, they said, "Brother John, I think you can use these. You can appreciate these titles. Take what you can. Take what you like." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, yes! I like that one. I like that one. That one. Give me a box." Yes, and my library is packed out because someone gifted me, the gift of reading. Yeah, Zawadi there. Our next symbol. Can you say this with me? Mazoa, Mazao, 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 Mazao. Crops, 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 crops. What are crops? Well, we said Kwanzaa basically means first fruits. And Kwanzaa was created based on a lot of indigenous traditions, the Native Americans, and also the African diaspora. Many individuals for thousands of years, people around the world in Europe and whatnot have celebrated their traditions. Farmers, for our agricultural professionals out there, always celebrated in their towns and villages and whatnot, their communities. At the end of their productive and collective labor efforts, they all got together and perhaps have sold some to the market, and also got together and just gave thanks. Thank you for being able to have enough that will sustain us for this season as well. So the mazao was basically is called the crops, the fruits as well. Some of the fruits you may put out, you don't have to put out bananas and apples and carrots like I do. Put out your own crops. What are some of your fruits there? What are some of your things that you like, your foods that sustain you as well? And you're here basically to give thanks and celebrate, knowing the fact that we all come together and work together, and the land has produced this for our subsistence here. Moving right over here, the heart of the Kwanzaa table. Right here, let me see, it's a little a placemat. They can vary. Some can be large, some can be small. Some can be made out of various different materials. This is kind of a handmade of kind of a weave mat. And this mat, that's right there. Mkeka. You say that with me. Mkeka. 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 And it simply means the mat. The mat. And what's underneath the mat that supports? Well, the kanara. Can you say that? Kanara. The kanara. And like in the Jewish tradition, you have the menorah. In Kwanzaa, you have the kanara. And the kanara simply is called the candle holder. The candle holder. And what are the names? What do we call the candles? The 7 candles of Kwanzaa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Mishuma Saba. Mishuma Saba. Mishuma Saba simply means 7 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 candles. Yeah. And so there you have it. There are the type of symbols we have. And talent is usually each day always features some type of talent. And Kwanzaa could have, depending on the day or the organizer or what you like to have, talent speakers, historical speakers, storytellers, singers, and we're going to do a little demonstration of that as well, share with you. Also featured on those particular days. There, music is played. Whatever you like to have, create to celebrate unity and the value that you have here. Usually when a speaker comes up in the beginning, it's like a prayer or a blessing, whatnot. Usually there are always elders present. Someone who is mostly the oldest individual in the room would be, and that's usually if you're with a group. And if someone comes up to speak, the speaker at the podium, usually in a group setting, it could be a small group, a large group, but there's usually someone, and there's an elder present in this room, so I would say of permission to speak. And the elder has to permission grant, have to give you the permission to speak. Because in African cultures, I would have even to say, the ladies, the Queen Mother, So my 95-year young of godmother, she used to say, that's Queen Mother McFarland there, I've given her props here, would say she'll be in the room there. I'll say permission to speak. She'll say permission granted. You have to get permission from the adult, or it's like a sign of respect as well. So that's what it is. Just giving honor and respect to that person who has gone on before you, who has blazed the trail, because we stand on the shoulders of greatness. So it's a great honor to be able to get that person there, that elder, mature individual, male or female, that's someone there that's in the room. And there's also, I mentioned about dinner after. It could be even served before, usually it's afterwards there. Now, the pouring of the libation cup, the Kikombe Cha Umoja, the libation cup here, it's very important symbolism as well, because this is part about celebrating. I have water. Some beverages may vary there, but usually it's always water. Water is the cleansing, the refreshing element as well. Water, we cannot live without water of sustaining us as well. And so many traditions may vary, many individuals may vary with there, and but usually it's always this time where the blessing comes, where we're taking the water and pouring it, and we usually bless from many different directions as well. I know there's several Native American indigenous tribes and people that have the same type of tradition. So see, there's a lot of distinctive relative difference. So different, but yet so much the same. They're incorporated in Kwanzaa. And what we do is we pour the libation and we say a blessing here to all our ancestors, remembering someone and remembering all the blessings that we have as we go forth out. Blessings to the south. Direction to the east. Blessings to the north. And blessings going out in the east through all the world. There's also another way, that I've discovered too, as we pour those blessings as well. Always remember someone that has been a great help to you, a teacher, a parent, maybe like my older brother, my late older brother, especially someone that has actually made their transition to the other side as well, that's passed on there. So as we pour those blessings, we remember someone as well. And whenever I tap the glass, what I was going to warn you there, I want you to, you can just go get yourself your own unity cup there. But always remember, you can utilize that. When you hear the gong, when you hear the chime, you call out someone that has been very important to you. It could be somebody right in your own room. It could be your mom, your dad, your uncle, your grandma, your grandpa. You know, it's someone that is very important and special that has helped you on the way. And as I tap the chime, I'm going to do that and demonstrate to you there. I'm going to call out someone that has, a few people that have been called, that have been special to me in my life, that has helped me. The first one is my mother there. Louder. Luvinia Anderson. Helen and John Bass. One of my favorites, uncle and aunt. Roger Anderson, my older brother. A great individual who was also one of my great mentors, Thurman Mitchell. Who do you know that you could give blessings to from the east, west, north, and south. And may what they have brought value to your life continue to go on and continue to resonate to you throughout all the world indeed. Ashe, ashe. All right now. Now, that's just the basic of what Kwanzaa is. Let's, as our climax, let us go ahead on with our song to help you remember Kwanzaa, just what it is, and the 7 days of Kwanzaa here. We have a little song that I've created there, using Kumba. And this little song, the 7 days of Kwanzaa, it's based on another familiar tune that we may know. I just kind of borrowed it and kind of flipped the lyrics up here, this tune. Remember the 12 days of Christmas. You know, on the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. Well, I took the 7 days of Kwanzaa, and with that same tune, and you're going to help me out here. I said it's interactive. That means you and you. Aha. And you're going to help me out here with this. The first day of Kwanzaa, my true love sent to me. Umoja. Second day is Kuji Chagalia. You know, and Umoja. Third day of Kwanzaa, my true love sent to me. Ujima Kuji Chagalia and Umoja. Here we go now. La 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 la. On the first day of Kwanzaa, my true love sent to me. Umoja. On the second day of Kwanzaa, my true love sent to me. Kuji Chagalia. Umoja. On the third day of Kwanzaa, my true love sent to me. Ujima Kuji Chagalia. Umoja. On the fourth day of Kwanzaa, my true love sent to me. Ujama Ujima Kuji Chaliga. Umoja. On the fifth day of Kwanzaa, my true love sent to me. Nia Ujama Ujima Kuji Chagalia. Umoja. On the sixth day of Kwanzaa, my true love sent to me. Kumba Nia Ujama Ujima Kuji Chagalia. Umoja. On the seventh day of Kwanzaa, my true love sent to, here come me, Imani Kumba Nia Ujama Ujima Kuji Chagalia. Umoja. Now, you may can sing that a little better, but that's what right there's there. Right, that's the whole song, the 7 days of Kwanzaa. Kind of a little memory mnemonics, kind of help you out on the way, just with the days of Kwanzaa. And you could share that as well too. There's your friends. Even utilize it in your own Kwanzaa celebration. Now, in closing, I mentioned there was talent. There was a talent that was also used and way to express and celebrate your ethnicity, your personhood, your family, your community, and there are speakers, storytellers, and singers. And I'm going to share with you a little tune that is very special to me, as well as many to others, by this special individual by the name of Mr. Sam Cooke. And usually the talent is always expressed with a message of hope, a message of unity, a message of remembrance, a message that you could be the best that you can be and even greater. And you don't have to fight or fuss or whatnot there, because there's enough for everybody. But most importantly, if you got to tap into yourself and realize how big and vast and valuable that you are, you can actually go out there and share it with someone else and kind of help them know their best indeed. You could be a coach. How smart to be. In this song, many people have known it for our little special talent edition side, a talent piece that we do for our mini Kwanzaa celebration there, brought to you by and powered by MCPL. I was born by the river in a little tent, and just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. Thank you, Sam Cooke. Change gonna come. Give yourselves a hand for helping me out there. And in closing, I like to end with a little bit of with a little bit of djembe, jam. Kwanzaa, the theme again, it stresses about unity, working together. And that's what in the language of Swahili, what Harambe simply means. In the language of Swahili, Harambe means unity. To help you remember, come on, put your hands together there. Hold yourself and go, Harambe means unity. Harambe means unity. Harambe means unity. What? Harambe means unity. And we're going to finish up there with a little bit of this little djembe jam, another piece that I have created, a little kumba. It's called Harambe, which means unity. And I'm going to use my special drum called the djembe. The djembe. Think of Jim by the Bay. The djembe comes with the first djembe. The creation of it was in the West African country of Mali. And the djembe also has a nickname called the talking drum or the happy drum. Whenever you hear the djembe play, chances are there could be some dancing going on not far away. The drum, the beat of it as well. It gets inside the rhythms and the sounds inside of you, and it makes you want to move your hands and makes you want to move your feet to the djembe beat there. So in closing, this is what we're going to do. My name is Brother John, motivational storyteller, cultural historian. I want to thank you for joining me in this interactive program. Happy Kwanzaa as well. As we finish up, use your imagination, your creativity, and now pass on what you have learned, what we have explored today as well. Here we go there. Now, if you don't have a djembe around, you can actually use use your knees, use your legs as well, or a table, or anything as well, or even your hands there. Put your hands to the beat. Put your hands to the rhythm. Clap your hands to the rhythm. Clap your hands to the beat. Harambe! You repeat after me everything that I say. Harambe! 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 We pick up our talent and don't waste our time. Hey, ready? Here we go. We pick up our talent and don't waste our time. Working together is this Harambe rhyme. Is this Harambe rhyme? Harambe! 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 We study to show ourselves most excellent. With wholesome knowledge, I will pass my test. With wholesome knowledge, I will pass my test. Harambe! Harambe!